sir. The daytime stream. Pumping it through. Relax a little bit, relax a little bit. We out here in the club. Fellas Inc. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're out here, man, just having a little walk around in the daytime. It's not that sunny today, but we're still pumping it through, you know what I mean? And we're just keeping, having some, having a nice time, chilling out, you know what I mean? Relaxing and doing my daytime thing as usual. So, you know, passing by. I'm feeling kind of alright today. You know, I'm just trying to keep it as positive as possible, as usually I do. You know what I mean? I'm just working as hard as I can. Coming through on the front ender. We're dropping lyrics, we're dropping stars, we're keeping positive. We're on the peace treaty side of the game. And we're just keeping it lovable, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, yeah, just trying to focus and keep everything in order is what I usually do. Just work hard, focus, keep things together. You know what I mean? So that's how it's going to be going down. We're going to be going through, you know what I mean? And just keep pushing through. Just got to keep pushing through. Just got to keep as strong as you can. And we're out here for another day. Just getting out of the house. Got to get that exercise in. You know, you know, one thing I realized about life, is like this. You know, in life, you have to really, really, really believe in yourself. And, you know, you have to do the hard work to get the results that you want. Nothing really comes easy. And, you know, you have to really, in business is even harder than in than doing something which is like 9 to 5. Because 9 to 5, you just have to wake up in the morning. It's still hard. But when you're doing business, your business is a whole different ballgame. You really got to focus on your game plan. You really got to be on the ball. You really got to take charge of what you're doing. And you got to, you know, you really got to knuckle down your head to what you're doing and focus, you know what I mean? Business is not for everybody. It's not for, it's really, an entrepreneur, he goes for a lot of stages in their life. Being an entrepreneur, you go for a lot of phases, a lot of, you know, understand the road. It's going to be some good times, there's going to be some broke times, there's going to be some rich times, there's going to be some, you know, there's going to be a lot of stages that you have to go through. And mentally, you have to keep it together. And that's where it becomes hard to keep it mentally, you know, together, because the highs and the lows and the lows and the highs. But, you know, if you do keep going to the end, the results can be astronomical. But, you know, you have to put that work in. You have to focus and put that work in to get them results. And like I said, the entrepreneur, you're just going to, you know, you got to understand it's a journey. It's a journey of life that not many people can really sustain and say they want to keep. Because I see you there coming through. Yeah, you know, it's not everybody can keep. Not everybody can be that mentally strong to keep up with what's going on in the world. You know, and you know, some people they just ain't got that mental capacity, so they have to do something which, you know, and there ain't nothing wrong with a 9 to 5 job, but they have to do something which they know they're going to get a paycheck at the end of the month. They know everything's going to come in and everything's in order, which is cool. But when you build something for yourself, I don't care if it's a YouTube channel, I don't care if it's you know, if you're selling products, selling t-shirts, I don't care if you're, you know, doing a service, whatever it is, when you build that, when you do reach to the stage where you are making money from your service, it feels good. It feels good knowing that you worked hard and you did it for yourself. There's a sense of pride in that. I did this for myself and I made it happen. You know what I mean? Against all odds. Because all odds are against you sometimes. Sometimes you feel you're going to feel like all odds are against you. And, you know, you're pissing against the wind. You know what I'm saying? But boy, the wind is going to stop sometime. At some point. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes you feel like, man, I'm giving it all I can. Boy. You know what I mean? But, you know, that's what it is. That's what the test is. The test is to see if you can go through and be a strong entrepreneur person, which is willing to put the work in, and that's what the universe wants you to do. It wants you to close out all the noise that's coming on around you and put the work in. And, you know, stay positive. You got to be positive. You got to have a great attitude. You got to work on your craft. You know, you got to refine your craft. And you got to be careful that people don't distract you from your craft. Because you could be just a great person. There are some really great people in this world, which are, you know, just great people, but they're just not built for certain things. They're not built for certain things. Not everybody's built for it. It's like being a live streamer and being a YouTuber. Not everybody's built for the YouTube game. Not everybody can sustain it. Not everybody can go through all that. They're like, man, I'm going through all these things. I'm trying my best. Trying my best to be a great person. And, you know, but like shit's just rough. And you can't get a break. So, you know, but that's the test to see if you can pass that test, if you can do it. Can you do it? Can you pass the test? Can you know, the test of the ability of closing out all the noise and making yourself successful. You got to make yourself successful. You got to go out there and take it. And you have to go for the stress of it at the beginning. It's always going to be stress. If you can't take stress, you can't take success. And success comes with stress. That's just success. You're going to go from one pitfall to another, from one problem to another, from one issue to another issue. There's always going to be something. Something's looming around the corner. When you have a business, there's always just something looming. And that's the test. You see if you can fight that test out. You can fight it out. Keep pushing through. That's what makes you say to yourself, I'm proud of myself, of what I did for myself. You understand? Don't treat it what anybody says. You're going to have a lot of people saying, oh man, when you're trying to live your dream. You're going to have people saying, man, why don't you just go and get a job? Why don't you just go and do this? Why don't you just go and do that? But, you know, I see you there, Tree Town coming through. Good to see you there. Why you don't do this? Why you don't do that? But the truth of the matter is, you come in this world to change this world. You came in this world to revolutionize the world. If you didn't come to revolutionize the world, that means we wouldn't have smartphones today. I wouldn't be on this phone right now doing a live stream with you, because we would have stayed with digital phones, and the digital phones you can't do live streaming. But you know, Apple came in and revolutionized the game, and now we've got smartphones. SMS OTG coming through. Good to see you there. SMS OTG coming through. The Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Big up, man. I'm right here, man. Big up, man. Without a doubt. Big ups. Coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. Good to see you. SMS OTG Lifestyle. Check out the SMS OTG Lifestyle products as well, guys. So yeah, so like I said, so you know, we're just talking a positive note now. So you know, like I said, we come to revolutionize the world. So you got to revolutionize what you're doing. And if I said if it wasn't because of Apple, we wouldn't be on a smartphone now. And there's people in this world, like I said up north, I met who still ain't got a smartphone to this day. they still wouldn't get a smartphone. You know what I mean? The reason is because they want to stay in the old time fashion ways of the way they're doing their thing. But there's nothing wrong with that. And what I'm saying to you is this: if you come in this world to change this world, you come in to change the way you're thinking. And like I said, I get it. Not everybody's that strong to change the narrative of working a 9-to-5 job and doing the right, so-called right thing, 2.4 kids and a house. When you start going against that, your life can get harder, it can get easier. It depends. It depends. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be harder, or because you are doing a 9-to-5, you're not doing a 9-to-5 job. Because I know many guys who work online, they work online, and they work online, and they do a very good job living in Vietnam, or living in, somewhere in Asia. So they're still living out their life and having a great time. And some of them only work for 4 hours a day, and they make a lot of money too. So it doesn't mean that, you come in this world. You come in this world to revolutionize the world, to change it, to change what it's about. And you know what I'm saying? Eminem said a normal life is boring. Well, there is some truth to that. You know what I mean? We was always on a peace treaty side of the game. We're always on a peace treaty side of the game. Over here, we're on a peace treaty side of the game. We're very, very peaceful over here, man. We're on a peace treaty side of the game. And it's your side that needs to stay on the peace treaty, needs to stay in their lane. Your side needs to stay in their lane and keep with the peace treaty, if I must say. Over here, we're on a peace treaty side. Boss, have your travel plans for almost coming Asia? How's your plan? There is no travel plans at the moment. There is no travel plans at the moment. But, so let's just play it by ear. We're playing it by ear. You know when they say play it by ear, we're playing it by ear. That's what we do. We're not broke. You know what I mean? But we're just playing it by ear. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like I said, so as I said, not everybody is ready to revolutionize the world. Some people, they are quite happy to just live that kind of lifestyle. You know what I mean? I'm on my own side. Okay, I'm just running a little joke with you, BWP. Okay. So yeah, like I said, we're definitely on a peace treaty side again. So you gotta come in this world. You gotta come in this world to do it the way you want to do it. What makes you feel happy. What makes you feel that you winning your way. And I know, like you can say, well, boy. So don't talk. I mean, like I said, as long as you're not asking no particular person for anything, and that kind of particular person is not giving you anything, don't let them tell you what to do or not what to do. You do what you think is best for you in your life. You know what I mean? Because people are always going to say something. Even if you've got a 9-to-5 job and you've got 2.4 kids, people are going to say something. They're gonna say something. They have to say something. That's their job. Is to say something. To say, well, you could be traveling. Oh, you could be doing a 9-to-5 job. They'll be saying you could have 2.4 kids, and they'll be saying, oh, you need to get out and start traveling the world. You could be saying to the world, I'm just, at the moment, I'm trying to do a 9-to-5 job. I've got my kids, got my family. I can't travel. Oh, you need to see the world. You need to see the world. It don't make sense just having all these jobs and you can't see the world. You gotta go and see the world. Everybody's traveling. Why are you not traveling? You ain't traveled for 5 years because you're grinding with your family and your children, and you're trying to do the best you can do. But then people are saying, "Oh man, you need to get out there, man. You're not living your life. You're just going to work, making money, and money's not everything. So no matter what you do, people are always going to say something. You know what I'm saying? They're always going to try and control your life in some kind of way so that you feel, because they want to. So, the point is this: you have choices in life. And this goes back to being a single man's travel. Being a single man's travel is like this. Look, being a single man by itself is not easy. I travel from my kitchen to my workstation and back all the time. Okay, good for you, DWP. Right. So, like I said, being you know, you have a choice. You have a choice in life. You have a choice to do and be who you want to be. Every man has a right to decide his own destiny. You ever heard that saying? Every man has a right to decide his own destiny. You understand what I'm saying to you? Now, that says that don't judge another man's life because he's not doing what you want him to do. What the normal person says to do. What that is doing is bullying. You're trying to bully that person into doing something because that's bullying. You have no right to bully someone or tell someone what to do with their life. You know what I mean? That's out of lane, as we say. Out of lane. You know what out of lane is? We say stay in your lane. See, the thing about me is like this: as soon as someone gets out of lane, I make sure they stay in their lane. Because when if the person gets out of lane too much, they think they get comfortable out of lane. And they get too comfortable with you, and I think they can just say anything and do anything. I make sure that they stay in their lane. You understand? It's called staying. That's why we made up. That's why we made that word. Stay. Please stay in your lane. It's as simple as that. Please stay in your lane. Everybody stay in your lane, and there'll be no problems. You understand? But as soon as you come out your lane, that's when the problem starts. That's sayings. That's lyrics. Okay, let me see if I can get this going on. I'm trying to get this earpiece going on because it's kind of loud. I want you not to hear what I'm trying to say. I'm dropping knowledge today, not on a motivational speech. Dropping knowledge. Right, we're getting. So, like I said, nobody's allowed to tell you how to live your life. Nobody has the right to tell you how or where and what to do with your life. You're the only person who's in control of your whole life. All right. You're the only person who's in control of your whole life. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're the only person to control your whole life. Big up to CC. He's doing a great job. Yeah, so you're the only person who controls your own life. Now, the day and the second that you make someone else tell you what to do is the day that no one can tell you who to support, how to spend your money, how you make your money, or how to make money. If a person tells you that, that means that they're in control of your life. They're telling you what to do with your life. Now, that's out of lane. No one's doing that. Nobody can be a judge and jury at the same time. You can't play victim and criminal at the same time. You can't play victim and somebody said you can't play victim and pimp at the same time. It's either one of the two. You understand? It's either you're pimping or you're a criminal, or you're a victim. Right. So so no one can tell you what to do with your life. We have established that. You have your own goals. You have your own mind. You have your own make your own money. That is why you have to stand by it. You have to be firm. That's why in life you have to be strong and firm. And it's not even about being negative. You just got to be firm and say, look, I work 9 to I do wherever I make my money. I don't care how you make it. I don't care what you do for stacks. I don't give a damn if you have to, if you have to bloody go and deliver pizzas for a living. I don't give a damn. That's what you do for a living. I respect that. As long as you're making money, I respect that. Because that's me as a boss. A boss respects a person who does whatever way he makes his money. I respect that. Now, another thing what I do I respect a person with, all right, man. I respect a person who has their own mind. You gotta have your own mind. You gotta have your own mind. You gotta stand by. Look, I'm coming this world. You come in this world to replenish the earth. And what you're supposed to do is this. You're supposed to change. You're supposed to live your life the way you want to live your life. What makes it suit best for you. It might not be all perfect, but nobody's life is perfect. Life is not perfect. It's not going to be perfect. Right? But as long as you're taking responsibility for your own actions, and you're not asking nobody for nothing, you're not begging nobody for anything, and you are responsible, then you know that you are doing the right thing. You've got to do the right thing in life. You've got to do the right thing. It's important. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Boss, are your other businesses performing well these days? I'm not sure. What is Tree Town? And I've been open and blatant with you guys about it. What I do, Tree Town, I do one business at a time. And that's the way you're supposed to do it, because your brain capacity, if you're trying to be a jack of all trades and a master of none, well then unfortunately you're not gonna have anything like that. What you gotta do, you gotta master one thing at a time. You master that thing, you get to the level where you're cool at it. Like this year is all about YouTube. It's all about YouTube. Next year is a new business. I've got a new business coming on. And I'm still gonna have YouTube. I'm gonna have a new business going on. And I'm going to put all my effort into that and work as hard as I worked on YouTube with that. So I'll have two businesses. The following year, I'm going to have another business. And the following year, I'm going to have another business. And probably by that time, I'll be ready to travel to Asia and live in Asia for when I'm about 55, 5 years time, I'll be ready to travel to Asia and live in Asia, live out my life in Asia. That's going to be my base. But at the moment, I'm in the process of building up businesses and building up as much as I can and working as hard as I can and focusing on my life as much as I can. That's what I'm in the process when it comes to business. So you asked the question, I gave you the answer. That's what it is. So, okay, so moving on. So yeah, so when it comes to, because like I said, being an entrepreneur is very, very difficult. It's extremely difficult. And you have to make success out of being an entrepreneur, you have to know exactly what you're doing. You know what I mean? Sounds good, boss. Thanks. Thanks for that. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. Trust me, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Now, that's what I'm trying to say. Because one thing about me, Tree Town, look, one thing about me is this. I'm so very, very hard-minded about, my life and what I do. And I keep, I know, I don't let nothing around me stop me. And I'm extremely hard worker, extremely hard. You've seen it for yourself. No one could deny that. My work ethic is second to none. Second to none. You know what I mean? Like I said, my work ethic is second to none. Like I said, I'm going to build up to 4 businesses. I'm going to have 4 good businesses. That's what we're going to do. Before the C19, I had 7 good businesses. I had 7 businesses. I wouldn't say they were good businesses. I had 7 businesses. But when the C19 came down, then one by one, we couldn't really do what I was doing through the C19. This is the reason why I came onto YouTube, to switch it up, change up lanes, or to do something different with my life. This is the reason, because I wanted to do something. I wanted to keep the wheel spinning, keep your mind occupied. The worst thing you could do is come out of sync, out of lane, and not even have nothing to show for the C19. You look back on the C19 and think, well, I just sat down in my house. I never did nothing. 2 years went by and bang, nothing. At least I could look back and say, well, I found a lane on YouTube, and I worked hard on YouTube every day, and I produced something, and I made my mark in this YouTube streets. It might not be, I might not have 100,000 subscribers. I might not have made £1 million, but I made some good money. I won't gonna deny that we made good money. We gathered up good clout. I turned up every night, 9 o'clock, and I gathered a following, a good following. You know what I mean? So, out of all due respect, I made a mark on this YouTube streets through hard work, dedication, focus. And it's not all about money. Because when somebody, if your objective is all about money, unfortunately, you're not going to last very long in the YouTube streets because you're going to have dips. You know what I mean? This is not a fantasy YouTube channel where you just turn up one day a week and all of a sudden you made all kind of money and that's it. That's not doing YouTube. That's just having a hobby. If you're doing YouTube as a business, you've got to be doing it at least 5 to 6 to 7 times a week. In order for you to know that you're dead serious, you've got to be dead serious about your platform and what you're doing. Because people will, it's like for our 9 o'clock stream, there's people who live their whole life and do their whole day and then wake up and know at 9 o'clock, I'm going to watch the boss live at 9 o'clock. Many people do that. They put it in their itinerary. So it's good to have an itinerary so people know when you're going live. And that's how you will get your following and people will come down and people will support you. And it's not about money. It's not all about money. It's about having a great crowd, tribe, what's beside you, what's still pushing you and telling you, I want you to win. And tonight we are going to talk about super chats. We're going to talk about how super chats do help content creators. It does help content creators. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to have a discussion about it. In which way it does help for you when you do super chat somebody. It's a way of supporting someone. It's a way of saying, boy, you're throwing the baton up and say, come on, B, come on. I know you could do it, boss. I know you could do it. Let's do it. I'm giving you some of my soldiers to show you that I want you to win. You understand? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm giving you some of my soldiers and saying, I want you to win. But we're going to talk about that later. And we're going to have a discussion about that later because I have different topics for different days, for different scenarios. And, YouTube is a rat race, extreme hard to get ahead. I agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. I definitely agree. Many don't make it because of the same reason. Many don't make it because they think it's just one big bed of roses. They think it's just, it just looks wonderful. Pinkies coming left, right, and center, and money's just flowing in. And I'm just going to just turn up and then everybody's just going to just throw me a load of money. Well, unfortunately, they do that and then they realize, boy, for the extensive amount of work that you have to put into this YouTube game to get the clout to come through that, you could put it into something else and make a lot more money. You could put it into, you could, and that's the truth. So they realize that after a while, it takes time. So I give people time, and I am not pitiful, that's the word I'm looking for. I am sensitive with people because if you're new in this game, everybody was new. I was new at one time, but I realized that, but you can make success of your YouTube channel. You can be great and success and be a great YouTube channel, but you have to follow certain rules and certain guidelines, and it's very, very important to stay in your lane. It's very important because it brings order in the court. It brings order in the camp. It brings order. When yet one word was a genius word, stay in your lane. That brings order in the camp because when somebody comes out of their lane, everybody's going to say, look, hey, go and stay in your lane, bro. Jay Smith coming through at the club, fellas, and good to see you there, Jay Smith, the legend. A legend. This is a legend. This is a legend coming through at the club, fellas. I not see Broke Farang live today. I usually wake up in the morning, I go up and have a piss, and I see, sorry to say, and I watch the live stream for a little while, then I head back to bed. I didn't see him live today. Maybe he was taking a little big up to Broke Farang. Jay Smith is a legend in the game and a solid pillar for the live streaming game. This is what I was talking about, Barry. Question: all the genre streamers, all question: do all Thai genre streamers lurk? Yes. Everybody's watching, Jay Smith. Everybody's watching. Just get that in your head and remember that everybody's watching. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's watching. Or if they're not watching, their mods are watching. Moderators are watching. Everybody's watching, and everybody's listening. So you need to get that in your head. So when you say something in the chat or you say something in a thing, it's gonna get back to that person. Everybody lurks because the reason why people lurk and they don't just because a lot of when you're a YouTuber, right, Jay Smith, it's very difficult to be wherever you go. You got to be careful because if you jump into someone else's chat, and for example, say you don't super chat that person, you just jump in the chat, you're just having a great conversation in the chat. People can say, for example, they say, Club Villas is here to come steal cake. He's coming to steal cake. He's coming to steal cake. That's what the crowd is gonna say. So you can get that label of just kind of, you could be just hanging out. You could be just like, I'm just hanging out here. It's cool, you know what I mean? But then the people are gonna put that label, he's just coming to take cake. I know. He's coming for cake. So for me, and that's why a lot of people lurk. For me, I don't lurk. What I do, I'll just drop a super chat and then I'll pass by and say, what's up? And then I lay low. I lay low because I don't want to be, one thing, I don't want to distract the person's live stream either. That's the last thing I want to do. I'm not here to distract your live stream, which some people can. You can do, because people can distract your live stream. We know that. Yeah, we know that people can distract your live stream. A person could come in your chat, then all of a sudden your chat just goes, you know what I mean? All the cake is made. Coming. Jay Smith, I always, you make me laugh, but Jay Smith, I always convince you never to be a live streamer. I always tell you that. I always say that. I always tell I've been trying to convince Keith Jenkins not to be a live streamer. You know what I'm saying? And I know, I get it, but the goat is back. I get it, but I always tell my thingies, my super chat, never be a live streamer because it comes at a price, man. It comes at a price, and everybody's not built for it. All what glitters is not gold. You know what I mean? And we spoke about it many, many times. The pressure. You don't need that kind of pressure, Jay Smith. You don't need the money. You don't need the pressure. You don't need the pressure. Yeah. Just have to, bro. You don't need it. You don't need it. By the time we were speaking about this yesterday, Jay Smith, we were saying that, we were speaking about yesterday. What we were saying is this. To Toronto, I'll say to Toronto, we're saying Toronto said he made $170. And YouTube took his cut and he ended up with $89. You see what I'm saying? By the time YouTube finished their cut, he got $89. So now I'm saying to you, for one, for you to get to a place like the way the GOAT is, I mean, I didn't call him. I'm the one who first called him the GOAT. First, remember that. You know what I mean? And with all due respect, to get to the level of what the GOAT is at, you really got to be somewhat special. You got to be somewhat special to be at that kind of level. Another thing, you got to have a lot of patience, likability factor. You got to be, you got to be humble. It's just a lot to it. It's a lot to it because, and I don't think that you have got that kind of, patience. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, you ain't got that kind of patience. I haven't got that patience. I'm just, maybe it's my own downfall, but I'm too street, I think. I think I'm too street with it for that. Because after a while, the street comes out in me, and I'm like, no, you know. I mean, you have to just put up with so much, and then after a while, the street comes out in me, and that's probably my downfall. I'm not gonna lie. The street comes out in me, and I'm like, and I just get hard. I just get hard. I just go hard. I'm like, no, I ain't having that. I'm just not having that. See, that's what I'm trying to say. So you got to have all that kind of humbleness, and you know, and really be on the peace treaty side of the game times 100. So you've got to be on the peace treaty side of the game times 100. Because that's some patience. See, that's some patience that I haven't got. I'm sorry, I haven't. But, I do give it to him for his patience. But yeah, for you, Jay Smith, for anybody who's got money, who's got their paper, you ain't gonna make no money. You're only gonna expose yourself. You're only gonna get doxxed. You're only gonna get trouble. They're only gonna find your family's address. Comes with streaming. They're only gonna find your address. They're only gonna find your crypto. They're only gonna find your crypto. They're only gonna find this. You know what I mean? And they're just gonna dig you out. By the time you finish, you would have lost so much more money, all because you wanted to make some money. You don't need all that. I don't really know about a man's personal business, so I don't ask him. I just say respect to him. I don't like to ask another man's personal business. Like question: who will get the either a cabo at the party, or would it be a raffle at the best seat? Come on. Cabo's gonna get this. Cabo's spread enough love in this community to last everybody a lifetime. So Cabo will definitely get the seat. Big up to Cabo. It's going to be a great party. It's a pity I'm not going to be there. It's going to be an excellent party. I would have definitely been there. Circumstances were different. It's going to be a great party. It's going to be a great time. And, you know, it's definitely going to be a big amount. Yeah, Sexy Bar, Christmas. It's going to be a great one, trust me. Loads of YouTubers, lots of fun, and everybody in their lane. So it's going to be a great one. You know what I mean? It would have probably been the icing on the cake if the Club Fillers Inc. team was there too, but it's just the way it is sometimes. You can't always win. You gotta just give. You gotta go with what God gives you, as they say. And yeah, we're doing just that. You know, so CFI won't be there. Maybe some of the CFI, like Jay Smith, will be there. The legend, he'll be there, and a few other. I know definitely Tom will be there. Tom ain't gonna miss that kind of event. Let's see if this is charging. It's charging. Yeah, Tom ain't gonna miss that kind of event. You know, it's gonna be a great party, man. It's the way it is sometimes. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. I mean, sometimes everything you can go with. Hopefully, you know what I mean? Oh, I don't like Jay Smith's in the building. Just chopping up on the real. You know what I mean? Like, that there'll be, yeah, like, that'll be there. I like to enjoy my Christmas and just before. It was probably going to be an evening thing. Okay, well, that's what you say. You know, I mean, you know, all due respect. I mean, you know, yeah, man. I mean, you know, it's a great idea and it's a great thing. And I think everything's going to work itself out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, yeah, everything will work itself out. I mean, we'll be pumping through, so it'll be a great time down on. I have to big up them for that. Uh, yeah, I think it's definitely picking up in Pattaya now from November. I think this high season is going to be a great high season. I think it's going to be a great downtime in Pattaya. I think times are going to be, it's their time now. It's their time to shine. So I think they're looking forward to a great high season. A great season. Oh, you only work 10 minutes bar from 6, bro. Flying, I won't be flying 600 miles to be 6,000 miles to be there. Yeah, I mean, you should turn up. You should turn up. It's up to you. It's up to you. I don't tell people what to do. So, you know what I mean? If you feel like that, you know what I mean? It's, I think it will be a great party. So, yeah, it's getting busy out there. I knew it would be. I knew it would definitely start getting busy now. It's starting to pick up now. It's starting to come through now. And I think it's going to start, it's definitely going to start getting there now, mate. You know what I mean? It has to start picking up somewhere along the line. I think they're going to have a good high season, personally. Mark my words on this one. Watch people are going to come to this high season. There's going to be a lot of vloggers around Thailand next month. A lot of vloggers. A lot of live streamers. And, it's a good thing, man. Good thing. We're out here on the peace treaty side of the game, guys. Pumping it through. On the peace treaty side of the game, pumping it through. Just giving the best we can. Focusing. Keeping the peace, keeping it as good as we can. Just having a great motivational talk. Talking about life, talking about things in general. Just trying to, just do some great things. There we go. Yeah, a lot of people, Jay Smith. A lot of people, because this winter's, the electric bill is going through the roof, my brother. The electric has gone through the roof. People want to get out. People can't take it no more. A lot of people just book for 6 months and it's gone. So they're gone. They're like, man, I'm not going to stick around here, bro. I booked my ticket and I'm getting out of here. Yeah, I booked my ticket and I'm getting out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be sticking around here. And I'm gonna be sticking around when the situation's like the way it is. It's too much electric bills, too much going on. It's too expensive. It's very expensive in this town right now, boss. Boss, you should close your top up. Keep the chest warm. You're going in, bro. You're going in. Barry, the amount of live streaming in Pattaya has gone down loads compared to 2-3 months ago. Yeah, what it was when Thailand first opened, Jay Smith, a lot of live streamers just went down there to try and get a piece of the cake. You know what I mean? To just, to see if it's open and get a piece of the cake. But what happens is that there was so much live streamers down there that it's watered it down now. So the streamers are not making the money in Pattaya like they could make somewhere else. So you know where they are now? They're in the Philippines. The Philippines cake is sweet. So they're just following where the cake is. When a certain thing gets watered down that much, the cake gets watered down. They were only there to get cake. Everybody's trying to grab the cake quick. But then it's gone down. There's too much competition. Too much going on. A lot of things. Too much videos about Pattaya. too much videos. Every video is about Thailand. So really, Thailand's not the best choice to be doing live streaming and not live streaming, doing videos. It's not the best choice. You've got many other choices in Asia. You can dig out. India's good. India's great. You can go to India. You can go other places. So people are just following the cake. So the cake has gone not as sweet as it is. So a lot is left. Now they're going. India's getting a massive amount of vloggers. India's getting massive amount of live stream. Not live streamers, I'll say vloggers. Because the reason why India gets so much vloggers is because it's easy to blow your channel up in India. That's where Harold Boulder blew his channel up in India. It's easy to blow your channel up. What's his name? And Mara said he got 1,000 subs in one night from India. And I know he don't buy subs. He got 1,000 subs. You know what I mean? 1,000 subs. He gets 1,000 subs. Overnight in 124 hours. Because India, you can blow it up. Like, tomorrow, easy to go to Thailand. No restrictions now. Don't need to just watch on YouTube. Yeah, but not everybody can afford to. Not everybody can afford to just go. True. Not everybody can just afford to go. Everybody can't just afford to just. Everybody can't afford to go to Thailand. They got jobs. They got work to do. They got people have got businesses to take care of. They can't just all of a sudden just jump on a plane and go to Thailand and stay out there for months on end. So they're gonna come back. And they're gonna come back and watch YouTube. It's yeah, I'm a YouTuber. You're right there. Food, dime pieces. Gonna start losing some weight. Some dime pieces rolling around. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just things are. So India is blowing up right now. India is a very good place to get it. I might even go back to India. I've been to India twice. I loved India. I've never been to the live streaming or making videos. I've been in India, I've been to Goa, and I've been in the outskirts of India as well. So by that time I wasn't a YouTuber. But yeah, India is a good place to go. People are turning up in Philippines is a good place to go. You can go around the islands. So Thailand's getting a back step when it comes to vloggers at the moment. Because you're not making it. The algorithms are not that brilliant. It's not that brilliant. I've been Goa a few times. Oh, okay, yeah. So you know about Goa then, Jay Smith. You know about Goa. Goa is, you know about Goa. Baga Beach, real good food, real cheap. I don't know what it's like these days. I haven't been for about, last time I went, was it 10 years ago? Maybe 10 years ago. Doesn't feel a draft saying I'm a YouTuber. No, I don't. I mean, it doesn't. You could say you can water it down. You could say you're a content creator. You could say you're, but most people say you're a YouTuber, influencer. You could say you could say, well, I say I'm an executive producer at YouTube. Executive producer at YouTube. You're not lying. I'm an executive producer. That's what I do. I make content. I'm an executive producer at YouTube. So you can water it down. I'm just waiting for the rain to start. Yeah, so you can do it. I'm not wrong being a YouTuber. As I said, I don't care what you do for stacks. As long as you're making it. You know what I mean? As long as you're making stacks, that's what's important. Yeah, so as I was saying. But don't forget tonight, guys, 9 o'clock UK time. We're going to live stream tonight. We're going to be talking about super chats. We're going to be talking about why it's important to support your best creator. We're going to be talking about, we're going to have a great live show tonight, 9 o'clock UK time. We're going to be pumping it through, and you know, it's just a preliminary warm up here, and just get out of the house, have a little walk around, you know what I mean, for the daytime. Just a little daytime stroll, you know what I mean. I'm not going to stay on there too long, but you know what I mean. We're just pumping it through, just touching base in the daytime. You know, I retired a house in a few months ago when I was 22. Backpacker. Okay. I rented a house. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, you renting a house down there. Wow. Amazing, Jason. Amazing. Yeah, I went down there. Was a few times. I loved it, man. I really liked it, man. Nice weather, nice atmosphere. I loved it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Down at the Club Phillies YouTube channel. So yeah, you know, on a positive note, we are on a positive note. We're on Peace Street. We're doing a great thing, and let's just see how the thing goes, man. Let's see how it goes. We're getting close to the end of the year, and you know, let's just keep pushing through. Right, buddy? Hello. Let's just keep pushing through, man. You know what I mean? Keep positive about what's going on in the streets. You know what I mean? Parties back in them days were mental. Yeah, I remember them. I remember them, Jay Smith. I remember them parties back in the Goa days. It was that wild, anything goes, bro. I remember them. I went to a few, mate. Trust me. A lot goes down in them places down in Goa, mate. I tell you. It goes down in them places down in Goa, mate. I tell you. It's a lot of hippies as well. A lot of things going on. A lot of people living off the backpackers. A lot of people hanging out. Funny. This is so cheap to live. Anywhere it's cheap to live, the backpackers are. A lot of them are in India now. Yeah, the original moon party. Yeah, I remember all them things. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're not going to be in Pattaya this year, unfortunately. We're not going to be there this year, so that's not out of the question. But you know what I mean? 24th of December. Yeah, sounds down. I wish everybody the best, man. Joy coming true at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Good to see you there, Joy. From the Philippines. Good to see you there passing by. Where are we going? I just came out for an exercise stroll. Just to take a little bit of exercise around the block. I'm going to get in the house sometimes. And, you know, I thought I'd just fire up a live stream. Spark up a live stream. We're not going to be on here for too long. We just had touching base. And don't forget 9 o'clock UK time. We're pumping through. You know what I mean? Thanks for that. I appreciate it. Appreciate you passing by. You know what I mean? Now at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Yeah, life's not all about money. So much people say I'm obsessed with money, but some people are just obsessed with money. It's not all about money. You know, peace of mind, being cool, having some cool people around, chilling out. You know what I mean? Making a business, refining your craft. It's more to it than just money. Money will always come. You always be able to make money. You understand? But you might as well enjoy the time while you're here. You know what I mean? With some good people. I got some great people. I think Jay Smith, I think London Cabby's, if I'm not mistaken, I think he might be on a plane already. He might be on a plane already. He said he was going, I think he said he was going today. So I think London Cabby is going to be on the plane already. I see London Cabby goes business class. He said he paid $3,800. Paid $3,800 for the business class. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, there you go. Ben's out again. There we go. He's out again. New channel, new thing, new out again. I mean, he just says the same thing every day, and then he gets caught out at the same rhythm. I mean, why you don't just change the rhythm, man? And I wouldn't know it was you. You just say the same thing every day. And then you know it's him, and then you just put it on the ban, and then he's on the ban list. Or you make up a whole account just for that. You change the rhythm, bro. What you got to do is stay in your lane, and then you won't have that problem. It's the same thing. There you go. Yeah, let's move on. You know what I mean? But yeah, I spoke to Cabby last week. I think he's back in Thailand in a few days. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, he is. He's back in Thailand in a few days. Without a doubt, he definitely is. You know what I mean? He's back in Thailand in a few days. So, you know, yeah, so he's going to be doing his thing. We're looking forward to seeing some. Yeah, he goes business class. He's doing a good thing. So, you know, I know the time zones. Cabby did say that when he's in Thailand, he still can come on a live stream. So, you know, I know the time zones are kind of different. That's why sometimes it's good to do the daytime stream, just to catch some people out. And, you know, catch some of you guys, Jay Smith, and a few other guys that can come in the daytime and chop it up, you know. And we can have a nice little chop up, you know what I mean? Nice little chat in the daytime for an hour. And then we come back at night time. And then we go into some really good 5-point bulletins, you know what I mean? That's the way we do it, you know what I mean? Quite our business. Yeah, he does his thing, man. Yeah, he does his thing. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. You know. Yeah, so he does his thing. So Cabby's doing his thing, man. He's traveling. He's been to Thailand 2 times this year. He's making his money. Big up to London, Cabby. Bless him. Great guy. Great pillar. Great pillar of the community. I got some great pillars, man. I got some great pillars, without a doubt. But yeah, yeah, Jay Smith. So you know, Thailand's gonna be popping through in the next. It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be picking up. So hopefully, Jay Smith. I don't see you in the nighttime, Jay Smith, man. What's going on? Are you sleeping, bro? Are you sleeping in the nighttime? I don't see you, bro. I used to see you at nighttime a few times, man. I didn't see you for a couple of days. Pass through at the nighttime, Jay Smith. Always good to have a little laugh with you at the nighttime streams, nighttime streams. Works hard. You know what I mean? Pick up to Cabby. Legend. Yeah, so yeah, you gotta pause for at the nighttime streams, bro. We're gonna do some funny streams still, nighttime streams, pumping it through. Baron's always passing by. I knew that. I knew that. I'm asleep. Sometimes I catch it when I wake up. I know. I knew that. I get it though, because it's 5 o'clock in the morning, so I get it. I don't expect anybody to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning just to watch my dumb ass. So I get it. You right, man? Yeah. Yeah, I get it, Jay Smith. But Jay Smith, I'm getting out of here, guys. I'm getting out of here. I had fun, a little hour walk around. Gonna get something to eat, gonna get some rest. And then I'm gonna catch up with my live stream later on tonight. See who else is live now. Might catch with a couple live streams. Yeah, a little something to eat and relax for a little bit, and then just take it from there. You know what I mean? One stage at a time. You know. Yeah, just one stage at a time, pumping it through and keeping it as positive as we can. Down at the Club Fillers YouTube channel every single day. You know what I mean? We are out here, man. We're out here. When we out here, we say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. I live the faith, sky's the limit. Guys, I'm out of here. I see you tonight, 9 o'clock.